It's time for class.
Let's talk about pets. Can you think of the pet that Mrs. Cayman is talking about? Let's find out.
What are we going to learn about today? Well, it has to do with my furry friend here. Lola, what are we going to learn about? Pets. Pets. Lola is my pet. What kind of animal is Lola? A dog. That's right. Do you have a pet at your house? Some of you do, and some of you don't. We're going to play a game. It's called the animal guessing game. And I'm going to describe a pet that you might want to have at your house. And you can tell me what you think it is. Lola's ready. High five. What kind of pet should I get? Maybe one that swims and is wet? Maybe one that's always slippery, I bet. Maybe that's the kind of pet I should get. What is it? A fish. You're right. You can have a fish for a pet. A goldfish, a betta, maybe even a bigger fish like this. Have you ever seen koi fish in a pond, in a backyard, or maybe outside of a restaurant? They are so beautiful. What kind of fish do you think this is? Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay, here's the next one. Listen and see if you can figure out what I'm talking about. What kind of pet do I own? Maybe one that barks and likes bones? One that can snuggle on my bed at home? Maybe that's the kind of pet I own. What is it? Woof, woof. A dog. I do have a dog at home. She's 8 years old, but she's still kind of a puppy. Do you remember my dog's name? Yes, that's right. Here's Lola. Does this look like my dog Lola? She does like to bark, and she likes bones, and she does snuggle on my bed at home. Let's see what other kind of pets we could get. What kind of pet could we try? Maybe one that has feathers and flies. Maybe one that could whirl around high in the sky. Maybe that's the kind of pet I could try. What is it? A bird. This is a big bird. Or maybe even an owl. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I would love to have an owl for a pet. That would be so cool. My grandma had a bird for a pet named Spot, much smaller than this, but he used to sit on her shoulder and take bites out of her apple. It was a pretty bird. This is a pretty sparkly bird with a heart on his tummy. I haven't seen a real bird like that before, but that would be cool. What kind of pet would I like? Maybe one that I could ride on a hike, or that runs faster than a car or a bike? Maybe that's the kind of pet I would like. What is it? A horse or a pony. Yeah, you could ride it. That would be so cool. Have you ever gotten to ride a horse? I have. It was really awesome. I loved it. Horses are so beautiful and strong. What kinds of food do horses like to eat? Carrots? Apples? Hay? What kind of pet should be mine? Maybe one that slithers and is straight as a line, or could wrap itself around a branch or a vine. Maybe that's the kind of pet that should be mine. What is it? A snake. You can have a pet snake. Did you know that? Yes, you can. Some people love snakes. That would be scary, I think, but some people really think snakes are cool. Do you have a split tongue like that? No. Where do you think you would keep a snake like this? That's a good idea. Ooh, I like its green eyes. What kind of pet would be right for sure? Maybe one that licks its paws and likes to purr, or has whiskers and stripes on its fur? Maybe that's the pet that would be right for sure. What is it? Meow. Meow. A cat. A kitten. Yes, you can have a cat for a pet. Lots of people have cats for pets. We can't have a cat at our house. We're allergic to cats. Some people are allergic to pets, and that's why they can't have them. And that's okay. What sound does the cat make? Meow. Meow. Cute cat. Lola, do you like cats? Lola's never met a cat.
This is my brother's cat named Frost. Isn't she beautiful?
Some people say dogs don't like cats, but I don't know. Lola likes lots of things. What kind of pet should I pick? Maybe a long-eared snuggler that likes to kick or could hop around my room really quick. Maybe that's the kind of pet I should pick. What is it? A bunny or a rabbit. You're right. Hop, hop, hop. Long ears. Snuggly fur. Whiskers. I like their little noses. And they go. What kind of food does a bunny like to eat? Lettuce. Carrots. I think they like salad. A bunny would be fun to have as a pet. Do bunnies make lots of noises? No, they're a quieter pet. What kind of pet would be swell? Maybe a slow-moving reptile with a really hard shell who can swim or go on the land as well? Maybe that kind of pet would be swell. What is it? A turtle! I like turtles. Turtles are fun. They can be on the land or they can swim. And if you had one as a pet, you could keep it in an aquarium where it could have rocks to sit on and water to swim in. It can do both. I think that makes him happy. Look how happy he is. Happy little turtle. Are they fast or slow? Pretty slow, but they're just right for how they're made. And they have this really cool shell that's part of their bodies. And when they're scared, they can boop, pop their head right back in. What kind of pet would make me grin? Maybe one that's green or small with scaly skin that likes tunnels or dry places to hide in. Maybe that kind of pet would make me grin. What is it? A lizard. Yeah, a lizard. Some people have lizards or bearded dragons as pets. This is a chameleon. And this is a different kind of lizard. I don't even know what kind this is. It has fun colors on its toes and long eyelashes. Do you know what's cool about a chameleon? It can change colors. That's something really cool about it. I like its curled tail that can help it hang onto the branches that it's sitting on. I think they like it where it's warm. What kind of pet would be best? Maybe one that sleeps in a wood chip nest or rolls around in a ball until it's time to rest. Maybe that's the kind of pet that would be best. What is it? Can you think of something that sleeps in a wood chip nest or rolls around in a ball? A hamster. Yeah, or a mouse. I don't have one of those, but I have this cute hedgehog. And I wonder if he would sleep in a wood chip nest. Pretty cute. I like his nose. Boop, boop. Have you ever seen a hamster rolling around in a ball? Little hamsters are so cute, and you could have it in its own cage and feed it and give it water and let it run around in a ball, or maybe it has a maze to go through. That would be super fun to have as a pet. What pet's right for me? Maybe one that likes hopping and is green, or catches flies and swims with webbed feet. Maybe that's the pet that's right for me. What is it? A frog. Ribbit. Ribbit. Oh, frogs would be so fun to have as a pet. You know, when my boys were little, they loved to catch frogs and toads outside, and we even kept a few as pets for a little while in an aquarium. And it was fun to watch them and to feed them and take care of them. But eventually we decided to let them go so they could go be with their families and have more fun outside in the grass. Hop, 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 hop. What pets could I really dig? Maybe ones that I raise from little to big on a farm. Lambs, cows, or a really cute pig. Maybe those are the pets I could really dig. Oh, if you have a farm, maybe you have pets that you get to raise and take care of from when they're really little. That would be so fun. I have always loved seeing farm animals. If you go to a fair and they maybe have little farm animals that you can see being born, or you can pet, or you can just watch them snuggling up to their mamas, those pets would be really awesome. What kind of pet would be just my size? Maybe one with a swirly horn between its eyes that gleams and sparkles with magical surprise. Maybe that's the pet that's just my size. What is it? A unicorn? I don't think anyone has a pet unicorn, but wouldn't that be cool? It's fun to imagine it. Look, I'm a unicorn. Magic! Where would you keep a unicorn if you had one? Maybe outside? Like if you had a horse? Yeah, they are kind of like a horse. Or maybe it could live up in the clouds. And it could come down when you want to play. That would be cool. Maybe you want a pet, but you can't have one yet? That's okay. Some people can have a pet and some people can't. Some people are allergic to pets. Some people's houses or apartments don't allow pets. Pets are wonderful to have. But if you can't have a pet yet, you can always have a stuffed animal like this if you really wanted to have that kind of pet.
And one of the best ways to learn about different kinds of animals that you could have for a pet is going to the library and checking out books to add to your home library or to your classroom library, especially if you're doing a dramatic play of a pet shop or a veterinarian clinic. And sometimes kids just want to look at books that feature those animals, even if they're not nonfiction, like The Rabbit Listened. Remember to subscribe and like for more fun videos in my class. I have ABC Anatomy, all about the brain, and more.